blocked her number. He was in a warm house, calmly helping his old flame son, while my daughter was locked away in an old equipment room, begging for his help while having a heart attack, and he told her to die. How could I not feel anger? How could I not hate him? I called Mark again, and this time Jake answered. Hi, Aunt Sarah. Is everything okay? I was barely holding myself together. Put Mark on the phone. My mom just came home from work, and Mark is cooking dinner for us. Jake's voice was cheerful. I did better on my test this week, and Mark told me that he would take me to the park next week. They said that Lily was being punished. Is she okay? Mark told me that Lily is lying and that she is spoiled. This afternoon, Lily called and cried and said she was dying. Do you think she is lying again, Aunt Sarah? The innocence in his voice was like a demonic whisper that sent shivers down my spine. I clenched my fist so hard that my nails dug into my palms, the tears blurring my vision as I roared. Get Mark on the phone. Jake started to cry, and Mark came to the phone. What's your problem? Why are you screaming? You made Jake cry. Mark. My chest felt like it had a brick on it. My voice was soft and trembling. Your pathetic daughter is dead. He paused, then yelled. Sarah, what the hell is that supposed to mean? I'm her father. Can I not punish my own child? If it wasn't for me pushing her, she'd be so dumb she would never get to be at the top of her class. Why don't you tell her that instead of playing dead she should figure out why she did not do well? Playing dead. I started to laugh, tears streaming down my face. How could you be so cruel and heartless to a 7-year-old child, Mark? You have a heart of stone. Stop with the melodrama. I've seen so many kids like her. You have to be harsh on these kids or they'll never learn. Lily is dead. I screamed. Are you deaf? I said she's dead. Dead. Sarah, are you losing your mind? Jake is still here. Mark's voice was full of anger. I have to do this because your daughter always embarrasses me. If I don't push her, she will never succeed. You need to tell her that if she doesn't want me to parent her, then she can just leave. I don't need to see her again. I never imagined Mark could be so cruel. Even a stranger wouldn't say these things to a child, let alone her own father and a teacher. My head was spinning. I could barely hear my voice as I asked, Lily is dead. Don't you feel any guilt? What would I feel guilty for? Mark yelled. She's always trying to get my attention. Do you not know I had to raise her? Look at Jake. I hung up and blocked his number. The despair was overwhelming. I collapsed on the floor, gasping for air. Was this how my Lily felt as she was dying? Once I had collected myself, I contacted a funeral home to cremate her. When my parents heard, they drove in from out of town devastated. Mark didn't come home, and I didn't bother with him. On the day of Lily's funeral, I hadn't planned on telling Mark, but my mother convinced me. She said that he was her father, and he should be there to say goodbye. I looked at the black and white picture in my hand. Lily was smiling at the camera so brightly. That was from last year's birthday when she got the top score in her class. Mark was proud and promised to take her to the park. That photo was the one we took as a family under the Ferris wheel. And now, Lily was alone in her funeral picture. The irony was too much to bear. I reluctantly called Mark. Lily's funeral is today. His voice was full of annoyance. I'm busy these days. Jake is sick and Beth is working. Jake doesn't have a father, so I have to be here for him. Why don't you ask Lily if she wants to study more? She has been playing for days. She needs to get back to her tutor tomorrow. I found myself laughing. He's completely neglecting his own daughter, not even knowing she's dead, while taking care of someone else's kid. Lily won't be going to tutoring, I said slowly. Not ever. It's your fault for making her a spoiled